Hi everyone. Today we have to see Q&M model number 4, and then problem is a project schedule has the following characteristic, and then activities and durations are given below: 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 2 to 4, 3 to 4, 3 to 5, 4 to 9, 5 to 6, 5 to 7, 6 to 8, 7 to 8, 8 to 10, and 9 to 10. And then corresponding durations are 4, 1, 1, 1, 6, 5, 4, 8, 1, 2, 5, and 7. And then given problem is construct the network diagram and then compute the earliest and latest time, which is the first question. And then second one, determine the critical path and the total path duration. And then third one, compute total float, free float, and then independent floats of each activity. Now go to the solution. First of all, you have to use activity and duration to make a network diagram. So first, listen, first activity 1 to 2, which is 1 to 2. 1 to 2 means first one which is a event, and then end to another event which is 2. So first activity starting with 1. So listen, first one starting with the first event which is 1, and then ending with a 2, ending with 2. So this is another event 2. So 1 to 2 event, and then duration is 4. So first activity 1 to 2, and then duration is 4, and then second activity 1 to 3. So 1 is the first event, and then end with another activity which is 3, another event which is 3, and then corresponding duration is 1. Corresponding duration is 1. Similarly, next event activity, next activity 2 to 4, 2 to 4, 2 starting event, ending event 4, and then corresponding duration 1. So then go to another activity which is 3 to 4. Already 3 is there, and then connected with the 4, and then duration is 1. Now next activity 3 to 5. 3 to 5, 3 is the starting event, ending with the 5, which is another event, and then duration, given duration 6. Now next activity which is 4 to 9. So already 4 is there, and then another event which is 9. So 4 to 9, and then duration 5. Now next activity which is 5 to 6, which is 5 to 6, 5 is there, and then connected with another activity which is 6, and the duration 4. And the next activity 5 to 7, so already 5 is there, and the next new event which is 7, it connected with 5 to 7, and the duration 5 to 7, and then duration 8. So similarly next event, next one 6 to 8, already 6 is there, and the new event which is 8, and then 6 to 8 duration 1. 6 to 8 1, and then 7 to 8, already 7 is there, 8 is there, so connected with 7 to 8, and the duration is 2. Now next one, next activity which is 8 to 10. So 8 is already there, and the new event which is 10, and then duration is 8 to 10, 5. And the last event which is 9 to 10, 9 is there, which is connected with 10. Connected with 10, which is 9 to 10. And then duration is 7. See, this is a network diagram. So first activity which is 1 to 2, and then corresponding duration is 4, and then 1 to 3 corresponding duration 1, and then 2 to 4 corresponding duration 1. Similarly 3 to 4 as 1, and then 4 to 9 as 5, 5 to 6 as 4, 5 to 7 as 5 to 7 as 8, and then 6 to 8 1, and then 7 to 8 2, and then 8 to 10 5, and then last one 9 to 10 7, which is the network diagram. So first question is over. So first question is construct the network diagram and then compute the earliest and latest time. So network diagram is over. Next we have to find earliest time. So earliest time you have to denote the letter E, which is the first letter E, and then capital letter E, and then starting with the first event. Denote E1. So E1, which is equal to every event starting in duration, which is equal to 0. So every event starting duration time is 0. Which is the first event. So we denote E1 equal to, so first duration time always 0, which is E1 equal to 0. Similarly L1, so L means latest value, latest time, which is denote L, and then L1 always 0. So now first of all we have to find earliest time. So first event which is E1, then go to second event which is E2, which is E2. See, which is E2. So U2 value is adding with the event 1, which is 0, and then duration. So 0 plus 4, which is equal to 4. So E2 equal to 4, it will belongs E1 value equal to 0 plus and then duration, which is equal to 4. And then go to third event, which is E3. So third event, it will belongs to event 1. So for event 1 value, which is 0. So 0 plus and then duration, 0 plus duration 1, which is equal to 3. Which is equal to 3. And then E4, which is equal to 1. Which is equal to 1. And then next event, which is E4. So E4, which is equal to, there are two events starting with, there are two events. First one E2 and then another one E3. So E2 plus E1. So we have to use the formula maximize of. So first event starting event 2, 2 to 4. So E2 equal to 4, 4 plus 1, 5. And then another one E3, E3 equal to 1, 1 plus and the duration value 1, 1 plus 1 equal to 2. So finally, which one is the maximum? 5 is the maximum value. So we have to write E4 equal to 5. So next another event which is E5. E5 there is only one event which is 3 and then 3 value is which is E3 equal to 1 and then adding with the duration 1. So 1 plus 6 which is equal to 7. So E5 equal to 7 and then E6. So E6 equal to, so which is end with the fifth event. So E5 value E5 equal to 7 and then adding with duration 4, 7 plus 4 equal to 11. So E7 value 7 and then adding with duration 4. So 7 plus 4 equal to 11. So go to next event which is E7. It will comes activity which is 5 to 7 and then it will comes event 5 which is 5 value for E5 7 and then adding with duration 8. So 7 plus 8 which is equal to 15. 7 plus 8 which is equal to 15 and then go to next event which is E8. So listen, E8, there are two events, end with there are two events, which one is 6 and then another one is 7. So we have to use the formula maximize of, so it will come first event 6. So E6 value 11 and then adding with 1. So 11 plus 1, 12, comma, and then another event which is 7, 7 to 8. So E7 value 15 and then adding with the duration to 17. So which one is maximum? So 17 is the maximum. So E8 equal to 17. E8 equal to 17 and then next one 9. So ninth event is there. So using the letter E9 which is equal to, there is only one event it will comes which is 4. So therefore E4 equal to 5 and then adding with the duration 5, 5 plus 5 equal to 10. 5 plus 5 equal to 10 and then last event which is 10. Last event which is 10 and then denote the letter E10. See E10 there are two events come to 10. First one is 9 and then another one 8. So using the formula maximize of, so first event which is 9. So E9 value 10 adding with 7 we have 17, comma, and then another event it will come 8 and then adding with 5 we have 8 plus 5, 13. So finally so E8 value 17, 17 plus, so E8 value 17, 17 plus 5 which is equal to, see E10 there are two events, first one 9 and 8. So you have to use the formula maximize of, so first event it will come 9 to 1 So E9 equal to 10, 10 plus 7 equal to 17, comma, another one event which is 8. So E8 equal to 17, 17 plus 5, 17 plus 5 which is equal to 22. So which one is the maximum? So 22 is the maximum. So E10 equal to 22. So that's the earliest time, starting with the E1 and then ending with the E10. Similarly, we have to find the latest time. So every latest time starting with the end value which is L10. So always earliest value is always equal to latest value. So we have to take L10 equal to 22. So L10 equal to 22 because earliest value and latest value are earliest end value and latest end value always equal. So E10 value equal to L10 which is 22. Now using the reverse process, so 10 and then before event which is 9. So next we have to find L9. L9. So L9 it will comes event 10. So using the event 10 which is the latest time value, L10 equal to 22. See, L10 equal to 22. So next L9. L9 equal to it will comes L10 and then L10 value equal to 22. Subtract with the duration which is 7. So 22 minus 7 which is equal to 15. So you can use the formula subtract with the duration. So L10 equal 22. 22 minus 7 which is equal to 15. Similarly, we have to calculate L8. So L8 it will comes L10. So L10 value equal to 22. Again 22 minus and then duration 5. So 22 minus 5. So which is it will comes L10 and then duration 5. So 22 minus 5 which is equal to 17. So L8 equal to 17. So next you have to find reverse value which is L7. Similarly same process. So previous event which is 8 only. So L8 equal to 17. L8 equal to 17 and then duration 2. So 17 minus 2 which is equal to 15. 17 minus 2 which is equal to 15. So next event which is 6. So L6. So L6 equal to it will comes 8 and then value for L8 which is equal to 17 and then subtract with the duration which is 1. So 17 minus 1 which is equal to 16. 17 minus 1 which is equal to 16. So next go to fifth event and then it denote L6 which is equal to L5. L5. See the event L5 it will comes there are two events. First one 7 and then another one 6. First one 7 and then another one 6. Another one 6. So first value 7. So 7 value 15. There are two events it will comes. So you can use the formula minimize of first event 7. So 7 L7 equal to 15 and then subtract with duration 8 which is equal to 7, comma, and then another event which is 6 value for 6 which is 16 and then subtract with the duration 4, 16 minus 4 which is equal to 12. So which one is minimum? So 7 is the minimum. So you have to write L5 equal to 7. So next we have to find L4. So next event, which is fourth event, L4. L4 it will come ninth event. So you have to see event 9 in L9. So L9 value 50 and then subtract with duration, which is 5 equal to, so 15 minus 5 equal to 10. So therefore L4 equal to 10. L4 equal to 10. And next value we have to find L3. So see L3, there are, it will comes 2 even, first one 4 and then another one 5. So using the formula L3 equal to minimize of, so it first event it will comes fourth event. So L4 value 10, 10 minus 1, which is equal to 9. And then another event 5, L5 equal to 7, 7 minus 6, 1. So which one is the minimum? So 1 is the minimum. So L3 equal to 1. So next event in reverse process, which is L2. See event L2 it will come 4 only. So use L4. L4 value 10, 10 minus 1, which is equal to 9. Which is equal to 9. And then last event there are, it will come, there are 2 events, first one 2 and then another one 3. So using the formula minimize of, first event it will come at 2. So L2 value which is equal to 9. So 9 minus and then subtract with duration, 9 minus 4 5, comma, and then another event which is 3. E3 value 1. E3 value 1. So 1 and then duration 1 minus 1, which is equal to 0. Which one is minimum? 0 is the minimum. So L1 equal to 0. See, every starting and ending event, latest time and earliest time, always starting and ending value 0. So see, E1 equal to 0, L1 equal to 0. Similarly, L10 equal to L10 and E10 equal to 22. So which is the network diagram. See, now first question is completed, which is construct the network diagram and compute the earliest and latest time, which is E1 and so on, E10, similarly L1 and so on, L10. Next go to the second question, which is determine the critical path and the total path duration. Before you have to find compute total free float and independent floats of each activity. Next one, we have to use a tabular form. Tabular form. Before we have to see a formula for total float, which is latest start and then earliest start. Latest start minus earliest start, and then free float formula is total float minus head slack. So head slack, which is nothing but head slack, which is equal to a difference between the event, difference between the which event, which is head slug head event. For example, difference between E1 minus L1. Okay, now next formula independent float, which is using the formula free float minus tail slug. So tail slug also using this formula. Now go to the tabular form. So first column So listen, this is the table form. So first column, which is activity, are given in your question, and the duration also given in your question. Now, here to find earliest time. So earliest time, it can be split into two. First one starting and then another one finish. Similarly, to find latest time, it can be also split into two. First one is starting and then end one finish. So now first activity, which is activity number 1 to 2 and then duration 4. So already you know every activity start with the first event which is 0, already know in your figure, So every activity starting with 0. So using the procedure in your table form, using the same procedure in your table form. See, so first starting value 0 and then adding with the duration 0 plus 4, which is equal to 4. And the next activity 1, 2, 3 and then duration 1. So starting event value 1. So every starting event which is 1. So your starting value 0. So you have to write 0 and then adding with the duration we have 1. Similarly 2 to 4. Listen. So 2 to 4 is the starting event 2 and then ending event 4. See the figure. Starting event value which is uh, E2 and then E2 value, finish value 4. So we have to write 4 and then adding with the duration 1, we have 5. So see the next activity which is 3 to 4. So check the previous activity, which one is the ending value 3. So second activity is ending 3 and then finish value is 1. So which is the starting value. So we have to write 1 and then adding with duration 1, we have 2. So 1 plus 1 equal to 2. Similarly, next event 3 to 4. So 3 to 4 and then finish value in 3. So every finished value in 3, which is 1. Again 1 can be written in this activity and then adding with the duration 6, we have 7. Now next activity which is 4 to 9. See the starting activity 4 and then compare with the before activity which one is ending with 4. So this activity is ending with 4. So fourth value there are ending with there are two values. So 3 to 4 and then 2 to 4. So ending value 4, there are two even. So comparing with the finished value, which one is the greatest? Comparing with the, so there are two ending event which is 4 and then values are 5 and 2. So which one is the greatest value? So 5 is the greatest value. So you have to write 5 in this and then adding with the duration which is 5. 5 plus 5 equal to 10. So next one, another activity. Similarly, we have to find another activity ending with the 6. So sixth one is 5, sorry, ending with the 5. Fifth one is 7. So 7 plus 11 is 4 equal to 11. Similarly, 5 to 7. So again 7 plus 8 equal to 5. and then sixth one, ending with the sixth one. Which one is sixth one? So 11. So 11, add the 11 and then adding with the duration, we have 11 plus 1 equal to 12. Okay. So next we have to find latest time. So every latest time starting with the last event which is 17. So 6 to 8. Sorry. Next page. Go to next page. So similarly, 7 to 8 next activity. So which activity starting 7? So the seventh value in previous value 15. So now 15 plus 2 equal to 17, and then ending value 8. Which one is 8? So 17 is the 8th value. So 17 plus 5 which is equal to 22, and then the last one which is 9. So check the previous activity. Ninth value is 10. So 10 plus 7 equal to 17. So next you have to find latest time. So every event end event which is latest time, you know L10 equal to 22. So you have to write 22 in previous activity also. So L10 because L10 value which is equal to 22. So you have to write L22. See the network diagram. So next one. You have used the formula in latest time. Similarly, you have to find in earliest time. So you know 9 to 10, 10th value which is 22, and then subtract with again duration we have 15. So similarly 22 subtract with 5 we have 17. And then next is 7 to 8. So check the next activity which is 8. So 8 ending value 17. So we have to write 17. So next value 17 minus 2 which is equal to 15. 17 minus 2 which is equal to 15. Similarly, next activity 6 to 8. So you can 6 to 8, sixth value which is 17. Now 17 minus duration which is 1 which is equal to 16. Which is equal to 16. Similarly, you have to find previous activity which is 5 to 7. Which is 5 to 7. See the previous activity which is 5. So 5 value which is 15, and then 15 minus duration which is 8. 15 minus 8 equal to 7. And then before activity which is 5 to 6, and then 5 to 6. Check the activity which is sixth one is value 16. So you can write 16. Now 16 minus 4 which is equal to 12. So similarly we have to find 4 to 9. 4 to 9. 4 to 9. Check the value in previous activity which is 9. Ninth value is 15. So 15. So you have to write 15. So now 15 minus 5 you got 10, and then next previous activity 3 to 5. So check the value 3 to 5. 3 to 5 there are two starting events. Which one is 12 and 5? So comparing 12 and 7, which one is the smallest one? 7 is the smallest one. So similarly subtract with the duration. 7 minus 6 we have 1. We have 1, and then go to previous activity which is 3 to 4. which is 3 to 4. So similarly, we have to find previous values, which is 9, 9, 0 and then 5. So now go to the total float using the formula, total float which is equal to Lx minus Ex. So Ls, which means latest start minus earliest start. So latest start this one and then earliest start this one. So 5 minus 0, which is equal to 5. And then another value 0 minus 0, 0. Similarly, we have to find 9 minus 4, 5, 9 minus 1, 8, and then 1 minus 1, 0, and then 10 minus 5, 5, and then 12 minus 7, also 5, and then 7 minus 7, 0, and then 12 minus 11, 16 minus 11, 5. So which is the value for total float, and then free float using the formula total float, which is the total float. So total float minus head slab. So head slab means you see the activity, which one is the head. So this side is your head and then this one is your tail. So starting event is head and then ending event is tail. See next one, free float using the formula TF minus head slab. Now see the activity. So first activity 1 to 2. So see first one is the tail and then ending activity is the head. So take every starting activity tail and then every ending activity ending event which is a head. So using the formula TF equal to HS and then HS equal to LJ minus EJ. LJ minus EJ. So first activity 1 to 2. So 1 to 2, which one is the first activity 1 to 2, which one is the head? 2 is the head. So see the figure. See the figure. 2 is the head event. So comparing with the L and the E. So L value is 9 and then E value is 4. So 9 minus 4, which is equal to 5. So 9 minus 4, which is equal to 5. See the table column. So already total float value 5 and then minus head slab. So 5 minus 5, which is equal to 0. So similarly come and go to next event, which is 1, 2, 3. See the figure. In a third event, which one is the value for LX comparing with the LX and the EX? See the event 3, which is comparing with L3 and the E3. So 1 minus 1, 1 minus 1, which is equal to 0. So already total float value is 0. So 0 minus 0 equal to 0. Similarly, we have to find all values. So next event 2 to 4. Check the event head tail. So similarly, we have all the values and then go to the independent float using the formula free float minus tail slug. So use the free float formula. So a tail slug formula also Tx equal to Lj minus Ej. So first value. So first you have to check tail slug, which is the event to 1. So tail slug value event, 0 minus 0. So 0 minus 0, which is equal to 0. So similarly, we know the all values 0, minus 5 and so on. So next go to the another question, which is to find critical path. So from the table, the activities, which one is the critical path? The activities from the table, check the total float value. You have to allocate in 0. Which one the 0? Check the total float. Which one value is 0? These are critical path. These activities are critical path. So these activities are critical path. So first path 1 to 3, another path 3 to 5, next path 5 to 7, and then next path 7 to 8, and then last one 8 to 10. So these activities are critical activities and then also critical path. So connected with all activities, we have 1 to 3, 3 to 5, 5 to 7, 7 to 8, and then 8 to 10. So which are the critical path with the total project duration. So adding with the duration 1 to 3, which is equal to, see the figure. See the figure. First you mark the critical path. Which one is the critical path? 1 to 3, and then another one 3 to 5, another one 3 to 7, and then 7 to 8, and then 8 to 10. These activities are critical path, and then you have to find critical length value. So add the duration. So first value 1 plus 6, and then another duration 8, and then 2, and then 5. So we have to add all activities duration. We have 1 plus first duration 1 plus, second one 6, third one 8, and then fourth one 2, and then last one 5. So adding with all durations we have, which is equal to 22. So see the figure, last value also 22. So critical duration also 22. So finally write the total project duration, which is equal to 22. So that's the problem. Equal to 22. That's over the problem.